This is where I complain. This is where I talk shit. This is where I argue with people. This is where I talk about real life, everyday shit. This is not a la-la land. So if you don't like it, you can get the fuck off the video. It's going to be everywhere from high to lows to ups to downs. This is my life. Hey y'all, what's up? Just an update, honestly, because I know last time I seen y'all was like 11 months ago, and it's an update. And then something came to me, and it was like, wait a minute, because I think I seen the last video I posted on the whole Isaiah YouTube page, and I was like, it's almost around that time. It's either it was January, February, or it was December. But I know I'm doing something that I haven't done in a long time, and it's getting up early in the morning to go get something from the market, which the market just opened a minute ago. I should be there like 6:05, get them some minutes to breathe, even though, you know, I'm good on the self-checkout. But yeah, so I was like, damn, that's around the same time. And then a part of me was like, do I want to make this video? And then a part of me was like, well, you know, you just thought about that, and then you kind of just, how can I put it, you kind of just seen, like, you kind of had that thought not too long ago, but then you kind of just seen it too, in the sense. So I was like, 2 for 2. My spiritual number is 222, so 2 for 2. So why not? But anyway, so I thought I would record it the same way. I'm not recording it on my phone. I mean, not on any other device, but Snapchat. I downloaded Snapchat exactly for this point. But no, yeah, like I was saying, I had to put it down because my fucking, what I was smoking was fucking burning my fucking finger. And like, ain't shit supposed to be burning that finger, because this year, maybe like November, like September, August, I want to say, I burnt my whole hand. I had 1st-degree burns. I was in the hospital. All of them was looking at me like I was crazy. When I went to the hospital, I was like, you ever see that fucking thing on Family Guy when, what's his name? Oh my God, not Homer, Stewie be like, not Stewie, what is his name? Not Stewie, not Homer. What's the guy name? If it's not Stewie, it's not Homer. It's motherfucking, y'all know who the fuck I'm talking about. Y'all know who the fuck I'm talking about. Peter. When Peter was like, he stubbed his toe, and he'd be like, yeah, I was in the hospital like, and all the doctors just was looking at me crazy. Of course, everybody's NPCs don't have no fucking, a whole bunch of background characters, don't got no type of fucking empathy for nothing, especially if you're from certain, and I don't give a fuck. Like, we gonna stop acting like over here, we ain't doing all that acting shit. It is what it is. Certain shit still exists. Get the fuck out my face. Like, for real. Like, I hate the whole, now all of a something, oh, that lady, oh, that's not the same lady. I was about to say, that lady still work here. But no. Yeah, so, yeah, it's just, so that happened or whatever. And, y'all know this year been crazy as fuck. This year been crazy as fuck. As far as that, I got burnt. Of course, you know, I had to let a couple of jobs go, but it is what it is. Like, I don't know, I just think, like, spiritually, I'm in my growing path, like, to also know, like, a lot of this just ain't real, bro. And I know y'all, oh my God, here's Isaiah with the shit. Hey, y'all, no, this is the clearest my mind has ever been. Listen, if you know what an archon is, you know what the government be doing, hear me out. And I'm gonna just leave y'all with this story, right? Look it up. Renee Graziano, her father was doing work with her husband. They're mob, they're part of the mob. The mob, he basically ratted on her husband. The husband basically ratted on Renee's father. the government gave Renee a watch. The government gave Renee a watch, and it was from her husband. But her husband gave it to her, of course, and it was a recorder inside the watch, and they was trying to record everything they was doing. So my whole thing is like, if y'all think, if the government can do this, why won't y'all think that they won't hire crisis actors, or they won't do shit like send NPCs? Like, I believe in all that shit. Like, a lot of the times when you just be walking somewhere and just people pop out, bro, it's a thing called the chosen ones and the real people. And honestly, I'm not, I believe in what I believe in. When I be talking, like things like now, a car just magically pops up staring at me. I know y'all gonna be like, oh, well, that's for, no, I don't, like, no, that's not for that. For all of y'all, oh, no, that's why you were on, no, that's not for that. But, what else? Hold up. Okay, y'all, I'm back. So I had to go into the fucking, y'all like my fit? Y'all like my jacket? It's like bluish, purplish with the black. I think I'm gonna ride this out. I wish I could show y'all the gloves. I got 2 sets of gloves. I got the, these camo gloves, and then I got these like white, grayish, silkish gloves. Y'all know I like my clothes somewhat when I got a chance to, pay, and when I got the money. But yeah, so, and of course, these just for show, but just in case my headphones die or whatever, because I got headphones on. But so yeah, what I was saying was, I just been digging deep into my beliefs. Like, I do believe a lot of these human beings are NPCs sent by the archons and the government to destroy me or destroy the people, the chosen people who were sent here, who just vibrate at a higher level. Like, I feel like, it's gonna sound crazy to some, but some people might not get it because you might not be there frequency wise. But I personally feel like, Earth is a prison planet, and basically, I don't believe in everything biblical, but some things I do believe in, like, the book of Enoch and etc. And I do believe at some point, there was a fight. There was a spiritual fight. What do y'all call it? Spiritual warfare. There was a spiritual fight in the clouds or whatever, heaven, whatever you want to say, versus 2 individuals, which, I know y'all say it's the devil, and then you got the archangels, which Christianity, they fail to really talk about the archangels, in my opinion. I never heard about the archangels when I was younger, but then we got this book of Enoch and stuff like that, when in all actuality, a lot of those stuff, and you can look it up, there's a lot of scrolls and a whole bunch of other shit that was forbidden through certain times, and it's like, no, I need to see all of that. The cars are starting to come out. I need to see all of that. It's like 6 a.m, but it's like, yeah, I need to see all of that. And it's just one of those things where it's like, the book of Enoch said, or, well, let me not get my words scrambled. Long story short, there was a fight in heaven, or whatever you want to call it, and they fought. The devil got kicked out. I believe in that part. I don't say I believe in the whole Bible and everything. It's my belief. I believe in that part. Then I believe, yeah, it kicked me out. But I basically was saying, I believe that there was a fight. The devil got kicked out of heaven, or whatever you want to call it. Boom. Other people got kicked out with him. They always say it's a thing where it's like, and I can't, say it verbatim, word for word, but they always say it's a thing where the devil came down shooting from heaven as fast as something, and then they always say Jesus, came down from heaven. And people got those things where they may be the same thing, and we're not going to get into that conversation. But the person fell, or the entity fell, and they fell on the earth. That's why they always say earth is the devil's playground. You get what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where it's like, and I believe other people fell with him, because there's no way in hell only one person fell, and it was supposed to be a big ass dragon and all of this other theatrics going on in this fucking place called heaven, right? So boom, I believe he fell. I believe he landed on earth, which a lot of people say, you know, a lot of people can agree on. And the other people in the book of Enoch that they say landed down here with him, like the other demons, they say they left. They left and they went to go do some shit. I forgot, I gotta read the book of Enoch again. But they said they left after he came down here, and they left him at his throne. And like they went to go do some shit. And I truly believe, like, when all of that happened, a bunch of souls basically was like, I believe they busted heaven wide the fuck open. Like, I'm not gonna hold, like, I believe the fight was less than what they saying it was. I believe they bust heaven wide open, and a lot of people got trapped, and a lot of people who are chosen ones, so say it's like 1 billion people on this earth. Not saying that's a real number, because I know it's more. I believe at least 1 million of us are real. That's just how I go about it, because this is my thing on everything. Everything is meant for a reaction. Everything that literally happens to you is for a reaction. It's like somebody is looking at us or trying to see. It's like everybody is looking at us and trying to see, or whoever it is, my bad, not looking at us. I just let somebody cross the go through the street or whatever. But it's like everything everybody do, or everything that happened to you in this realm, is literally for a reaction. It's like something is harvesting your energy. And that's why even some of us that's born in certain places or around certain environments, you know, even some of us that are placed in certain environments when we were born or in certain places, it's all for a reason, at least the chosen people that are here. So it's one of those things to me where it's like, you know, all of this, because after we're said and done, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Nobody really knows where the fuck we are going, no matter how much y'all try to, like, nobody has recorded footage, audio of what happens after death. And it's just one of those things where it's like, you know, I just personally feel like all of this is a simulation. And here's what I'm truly getting at. All of this is a simulation. When you stop giving energy to certain things, it gotta focus on something else. Most of the things people or whatever they do is for a reaction. That's why I don't even give reactions no more to a lot of things. And of course, I'm still working on myself. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm perfect, but a lot of this shit is for a reaction. A lot of this shit is to harvest your energy. Like, a lot of these people in this bitch ain't real. Like, even a lot of the shit from, like, when you really get into it and you really go on the paperwork and you look up, like, quantum leaping and stuff like that, there's government files from the FBI and the CIA that says we're in a, like, y'all just don't do the work because a lot of y'all don't want to face the fact, or a lot of y'all don't want to really think that everything that y'all was told to believe was a fucking lie. Like, and it's okay. Like, when you deprogram yourself and think about certain shit, it's like, even with certain people in my life, or certain people that feel like they be having an opinion on certain shit, it's like, okay, you're entitled to your opinion, but bitch, who the fuck are you? Who are you? You did not create none of this. None of this is yours. And that be with everybody, like, with neighbors, like, with everything. It's like, why the fuck do you think you have so much of a fucking opinion? You do not. You do not. None of y'all do not. Just because y'all at somewhere, a higher place in life, and this is not talking about my neighbors, I'm talking about general. Just because you're in a higher place in life, I know from the physical realm, you're supposed to believe, oh, we're doing good, this, that, I'm better than this person. No, you're entitled to feel like that because some people, that's how they vibrate high and that's how they keep their vibrations high. But at the same time, you should be doing this for you and not to be doing it to feel like you're better than somebody. Like, my reign and my energy is always going to remain pure because I'm always trying to, and the thing is, I'm always trying to beat out me. Like, I'm not trying to beat out nobody else or be going toe-to-toe with nobody else, because at the end of the day, and on no arrogant shit, none of y'all fucking matter. Like, at the end of the day, like, when it's all said and done, I might not even know or see half of these people in this, like, from this lifetime when it's all said and done. So it's just like, even the little shit that people do or the little hateful shit, it be like, all of this is planned this way to siphon y'all energy and get y'all into a reincarnation loop. Because hear me out, once you fucking vibrate so low, you gotta keep coming back here. You gotta keep coming back here, because at the end of the day, this is just a little bit of a piece of yourself. The consciousness that we are in right now, that's a little piece of ourselves. That's why they always say higher power, the creator, or the source. Because at the end of the day, energy never dies, it transfers. So at the end of the day, when you think about it, all of this shit is fake, because your body is just the physical. And whatever put us here, we were just meant, because energy never dies, it transfers. So it's like we're connected to the body because that's where our soul landed. But once our soul dies, once our body dies, energy never dies, it transfers. It never dies, it transfers. So at the end of the day, this is just a whole little play loop that they got us on right now. And a lot of us are coming back because y'all not getting it right the first time. Y'all being conflicted by your environment, where y'all live, and etc. And when you really all start looking at this shit like, yo, this shit is all a game and this is some bullshit, you'll really stop letting people get to you and etc. Because at the end of the day, you know, I know our stats and what we do on the earth makes us this or that, but it's all leading to the same thing. And my lips is dry. It's not that I got plaque. It's all leading to the same thing. We all finna fucking die. Like, we all finna fucking die at the end of the day. So it just be one of those things where it be like, you know, yeah, I still want to keep trying in life, and, you know, I deserve the gooder things in this simulation experience, but it be certain shit that be too much of a coincidence. Like, nothing is never a coincidence, man. Like, nothing's never a coincidence. From the astrology for everything, like, I had a bunch of numbers pop up, like, and I could really get into it about the whole numbers shit. And I'm almost home. I'm maybe like 3 or 4 blocks. And like I was saying, like, I could really start getting into the numbers and how, like, everything is like by science and it's a variable, and, you know, everything is more like mathematics and etc. I could really start getting into that. And that's one of the reasons why astrology is real. Like, my whole thing is, we on a floating fucking rock, my nigga. We on a floating fucking rock. And the fact that all of y'all arrogant asses, yeah, I really gotta bring that. The fact that all of y'all arrogant asses think that we're the only thing or conscious thing alive, and then every time they, if and you can look it up, if you get contacted by 3i Atlas, don't say nothing and all this little weird shit, but nobody never want less into nobody, but just all magically, or every time it's an alien thing, they might be hostile, because y'all need to be spoon-fed something, because y'all can't wrap your mind around that. One day, this is just gonna be that. One day, like, my videos is just gonna be something that's here, because I won't be here anymore. That's the thing, like, you know, and it's one of those things where it's just like, when you really start opening up your mind and stuff, like, I got a couple of mantras that has nothing to do with me. They're just NPCs sent by the archons and the government to control me. Because a lot of these things, like, even I seen something online where this guy was like, you know, they pay him a certain amount of money to, like, you know, watch after certain people, and this is usually people that are here illegally or foreign. And then I'm thinking, like, okay, if they have the jobs for that, and if you look them up, they like, come on, bro, they be trying to hide all this shit. This shit, you do your research, use the internet for the right thing, and you shall receive. They pay people to watch people sometimes, just like you have the Freemasons, you have the Eastern Star. Like, I can really get into this shit. Like, even with the alignment of the energy, like, I seen 3 stars come in front of me, and then I seen a shooting star go past, and since that day, and that wasn't too far from now, since that day, my life, because I'm in a great period of my life, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna give y'all all my business, but I'm in a great period of my life. But since that day, it felt like a quantum leap. Like, something that was on me for so long, or my old life that was on me for so long, it kind of jumped. And that's why I'm really like, and that's why, like, in my new social media, I really, like, y'all really don't see nothing on none of the Isaiah pages or anything, because I trying to leave that be. Like, I'm not saying I'm abandoning. Eventually, when I get a chance to, and when I get a certain point of life, I will eventually abandon all name together. That's something that will be explained further. But all my social medias, they got a whole different name on them. Followers and all that, they just got a whole different name on them, because it's about the energy, it's about the spirituality, it's about all of that. And I kind of don't like what was attached to Isaiah and, like, you know, just the whole shebang about it. But moving on, it's really all like mathematical and numbers and etc. And that's what further makes me believe numerology is real. And that's why I practice numerology. I lie to you not, I prayed to a northern star one day. Everything started clearing up. Like, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. And it's just one of them things, like, a lot of stuff people that be saying to me, or the things that happen, like, y'all are specifically sent to me to fucking lower my vibrations, fucking make me feel bad about something. So the people who, or the souls who, or the archons, look up archons, or the archons who has taken or has trapped us into this planet so they can siphon my energy. All of this is a reaction. This is a reaction planet. So all they can do is siphon your energy. That's all this is. So if I flow with the game and I don't play into certain things, y'all gotta give me a new storyline. And I had a stir, and I know you're like, oh my God, Isaiah, you didn't hit your rock. No, I'm perfectly fine. All of this now, since I stopped reacting to certain things and etc., it's starting to give me a new storyline. And I wish I could tell y'all more about what's going on, but I don't want nobody really breathing on my energy like that. But, you know, I'm starting to get appreciated more. And the narrative that I wanted to write originally, before all of this, you know, click, click, boom stuff happened, before all that happened, it's finally playing out. And I'm finally getting the love from the tribe and the people who I deserve to get love from. And, you know, everything is a build-up. But I can say personally, even though I'm in a gray area, I love where it's kind of going. And I hope it continues to go in a good way. And even though I made some mistakes, you know, I can see, like, even though I made some mistakes, I can see that the slate is starting to wipe clean for me. So we just gonna flow and see what happens. We just gonna flow and see what happens. You know, it's starting to go really good. You know, I done had to cut some people off over the years, and, you know, it's just, that's just the game. That's just the game, the simulation we in. Like, that's really what it is. Like, I had to refocus, listen. I finally changed my number. Like, listen, it's certain things, certain people. Like, even one of my siblings, I'm not gonna say something else, because I know I said something about something before and that got taken into something, but even my siblings, it's done. It's finito. I'm not doing it no more. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's certain stuff I'm just like, no. So yeah, it's really, I don't know, y'all. It's really just the way you handle this simulation that we in and the things that come to you and etc. Because at the end of the day, all of this is just a simulation. Like, you're not supposed to, they don't want you to vibrate high so you can get released from this when life is over. But I'm gonna continue to vibrate high and fuck these people, or fuck these NPCs.